Today we are going to discuss knowledge shift number 169 of Intimate Note to the Sincere Seeker, and that knowledge shift name is Dependence, Independence, Interdependence and Oneness. So our body is dependent on creation. In society, someone has to make food, someone has to make clothes, someone has to produce electricity, etc. In this world, to be alive for this body need to be dependent on the world. Otherwise, it is not possible to exist this body. But when this body comes in contact with the spirit, then it gets pinched and it look for independence. So, same thing happens with mind, intellect and ego. In search of independence, people get caught up in ego and they become miserable. They don't get awareness that how much they are miserable and dependent on others. When they get awareness about their limitation and dependency, they seek for independence. The desire of independence arises inside them. Without going within, searching for independence is foolishness. It is not going to happen. If you want independence, you have to go deep within. Moment you start going deep within, you realize you are interdependent. Every wise person knows that every single soul, jiva, or any soul, you can say, is interdependent. On one level, you can say there is a dependency, but on self level, you will see there is no dependency at all, because self is alone exist. And where is the dependency then? No, self is non-dual. That's the reason there is no point of dependency and interdependency. Person who seek for dependency is beggar, and person who know dependency itself is illusion is king. Yes, person who seek for independency or dependency, whatever it is. No one anyways will seek for dependency, that's another thing. Person who is awakened. Then, people get trapped in ego. The people who are seeker, they get trapped in ego and they make their life miserable. Their ego makes them feel small, aloof, independent and separate. And this is the trap, where they even small fall, they just blow it away. In this state where they get caught up in ego, small fault that coming, they just blow it away. So one has question, is self, so one has question, are we efficient to get self? Gurudev says self is sufficient and efficient. Yes. So this is knowledge sheet, where this knowledge sheet is explaining about your dependency, independency, interdependency and oneness. So here Gurudev, when we talk on the scale of body, when we talk about on the scale of body, the body depends on creation. Many people in the society do works to make this body comfortable, to make this body remain in this existence, nourish it, protect it, etc. Some people makes good clothes, some people grow food, some people produce electricity. But when this body comes in contact with the spirit, when we talk on the space of body-spirit combination, then you will see it get pinched. Yes. That pinch is there of dependency. That's the point. That's the reason that mind, body, spirit combination seek for independence. So same thing will happen with your mind. Will look for independency, intellect will look for independency, and your ego. Many people get caught up in ego in search of independency. They don't even get awareness about how much misery in their life, and how much they are dependent on others. When they get awareness about their limitations and limited life and dependency, the desire of independency just arise inside them. But how to become independent? To become independent, you have to look within. And once you look within, you will find that you are interdependent. Every individual soul is interdependent. But on one level we can see that dependency, or say that the soul is dependent. But on another way, when we think in broader perspective, we will understand there is no dependency, interdependency, because self is non-dual. There is no duality. Then what's the point of talking about dependency, interdependency? Only self exists, everything is self. Isn't it? So when this understanding comes, then the seeking for independency stops. That's the reason Gurudev says, person who seeks for independence is beggar. And person who knows independency itself is illusion is king. Yes. So then Guruji talk about seeker, how they get caught up in ego while moving from dependency to independency to interdependency to oneness. When seeker is not well founded in knowledge and not well founded in belongingness, then this happens. Any person who don't feel oneness, belongingness with the self, then that desire of independency comes. But when you feel oneness with the self, there is no dependency and independency. Simple as it is. Exactly the same thing happens with the seeker. Seeker who do the sadhanas, seva satsang, but still in their initial stage, that doesn't get well founded in knowledge, wisdom, belongingness. Then what happens? Then that ego comes. When the ego comes, seekers get caught up in that smallness, that aloofness, that independency, that separatedness. isn't it? So, and it makes them to blow any small fault if it is coming in their consciousness or in their presence. They don't get awareness about that small fault. That's the thing. That's the issue, isn't it? And someone asked question to Gurudev about self. How much sufficiency or efficiency is required to get self? And Guruji says self is sufficient and efficient, isn't it? So this is very beautiful knowledge. Is dependency, independency, interdependency, and oneness. I hope you got this.